Hi everyone! Welcome back to week 10 of online school. My name is Ms.Chiu, and today's lesson is about the morning meeting. The morning meeting is filled with lots of fun learning. In today's lesson, we're going to learn about letters, letter sounds, sight words, numbers, patterns, and a lot more. First, we're going to start off with our calendar, then our How Many Days of Online School 10 frames, followed by our morning message. So let's get started. Let's take a look at today's calendar. June 2020 calendar. It's the month of June. J-U-N-E spells June. Let's read and say the days of the week together. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Today is Monday. We have our morning meeting every Monday. We need to write today's number. Do you know what number comes next? It's the number that comes after 7. Let's point and count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Today is the 8th of June. But what color do you think we need? In our June calendar, we have 2 different colors, green and yellow. In order to find out what color comes next, we have to figure out what the core pattern is. Remember, the core pattern is the part that keeps on repeating over and over again. Can you figure out the core pattern? The core pattern is green, green, yellow, yellow. That's an A-A-B-B pattern. The green stands for A, and the B stands for yellow. An A-A-B-B pattern goes like this. A-A-B-B, then again, A-A-B-B, then again, A-A-B-B, then keeps on going over and over again. So that means our pattern will look like green, green, yellow, yellow, green, green, yellow, yellow, green, green, yellow, yellow, and so on and so forth. So let's figure out what comes next by reading the colors together. Green, green, yellow, yellow, green, green, yellow, yellow. So let's take our yellow marker and write the number 8. I like to write my 8 by starting at the top, making an S, then a backwards S. Or write 2 circles, one on top of the other. So today's Monday, June 8th, 2020. Now let's take a look at our How Many Days of Online School tracking sheet. Remember, we're using 10 frames, dots, and tallies to keep track of how many days we've been learning online. We need to add today's dot, but what color marker do you think we need next? Take a look at the purple and orange dots. What do you think the core pattern is? Which is the part that keeps on repeating over and over again? The core pattern is purple-orange. That's an A-B pattern. An A-B pattern goes like this. A-B, 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 A-B. So then in our 10 frames, the pattern will go purple-orange, 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 and then keep on going. Let's continue on our pattern by starting here. Purple, orange, purple, orange, purple, orange, purple, orange, purple, orange, purple, orange, purple. So let's take our purple marker and draw a purple dot. All those dots represent all the days that we've been learning online. Let's also add to our tallies. We need one straight line down for today's tally. If we count all the dots and tallies, we'll figure out how many days we've been learning online. We can use our 10 frames to help us count by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43. Wow, 43 days. We can also use tallies to count by fives. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 41, 42, 43. Great job learning for 43 days. Now let's practice our popcorn words. We've been learning 2 sets of popcorn words, List 1 and List 2. We'll start by reviewing List 1. Get your pointing finger ready. We're going to start at the top left. A, I, the, is, to, love, you, see, we, can, and, go, like, at, am, in, for, on, they, are, of, look, all, it. Surprise! 4 new popcorn words just popped up. First is the word said, S-A-I-D. Like in the sentence, I like you, said the boy. Next is the word big. B-I-G spells big. Like in the sentence, that is a big dog. Next is the word not. N-O-T spells not. Like in the sentence, I am not hungry. And last is the popcorn word will. W-I-L-L spells will. Like in the sentence, I will help you clean up. Those are 4 new popcorn words from List 2. Said, big, not, and will. Keep a lookout. These new popcorn words might just pop in today. Now let's practice reading the List 2 words. Yes, no, come, this, do, play, he, she, up, down, my, was, his, her, that, with, said, big, not, will. Great job reading List 1 and List 2 popcorn words. Now it's time for a morning message. Remember, it's our job to fix all the broken words and to pop all the hiding popcorn words. Here's our morning message. Let's begin with a red sentence. Good morning. We need to fix the word morning. Can you say morning? Morning. Morning. We're missing the sound in the beginning. What letter makes the sound? It's the letter M. M is for the word money and the word monkey. Now we need to write your name on the line. Remember, your name has an uppercase letter to begin, followed by lowercase letters. Today, let's try writing your last name as well. Try your best to write on the line and as neat as you can. Now let's read the orange sentence. This is week of learning with technology. That's very broken. Let's fix the number 10 because it's week 10 of online school. 10 is a special number. It has 2 digits. That means 2 numbers inside the number, a 1 and a 0. That's how to write the number 10. Now let's fix the word with. Can you say with? With. With. We're missing the th sound. 2 letters blend together to make the th sound. It's the letters T and H. T and H make a th sound, like in the word thunder and the word throw. This is week 10 of learning with technology. Can you see any popcorn words hiding in the orange sentence? There's the word this. THIS is this. I'm going to catch it with my magic popcorn catcher and then pop the word this. If you don't have a popcorn catcher, you can just use your hand. Now, can you find the popcorn word is? IS spells is. When you found it, go ahead and pop it. There it is, right next to this. Now let's find the popcorn word of. OF spells of. There it is. So let me pop it. That's a list 1 word. Then finally, can you find the word with? WITH spells with. That's a list 2 popcorn word that we learned last week. We found 4 popcorn words in the orange sentence. Let's start with the green sentence. There are only weeks of school left. That needs lots of fixing. Let's start with the word only. Let's stretch it. Only. Only. We're missing the O sound in the beginning. That's the letter O. Sometimes O makes a O sound, like in oval, or an ah sound, like in the word octopus. Now we need to write the number 3, because there are 3 weeks of school left before the summer break. Start at the top and make 2 bumps. That makes the number 3. Time has really flown by. Now let's fix the word weeks. 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 We're missing the E sound. Do you know what 2 letters make the E sound? It's the 2 letters E and E, like in the word feet and the word meat. Now let's fix the word school. Can you say school? School. School. We're missing the oo sound. O and O come together to make the oo sound, like in the word pool and tool. There are only 3 weeks of school left. Can you believe it? It's almost time for summer break. Now let's pop. Can you find the word are? A-R-E spells are. When you found it, go ahead and pop it. Now can you find the next popcorn word? Of. O-F spells of. That's a list 1 popcorn word that always seems to pop up. We found 2 popcorn words in the green sentence and fixed 4 words. Now let's read the blue sentence. We live in a big, wonderful country called... Let's start by fixing the big word wonderful. Let's stretch it. wonderful, wonderful. We're missing the W sound in the beginning. What letter makes the W sound? It's the letter W. W is for the word water and the word wing. Now, do you know what country we live in? It's called Canada. Canada. Let's clap out the syllables. Ca-na-da. That's 3 syllables. Ca-na-da. One strategy to help us spell words is by spelling each clap out at a time. Ca. Can you hear 2 letters inside ca? K is for C and A is for A. Now let's spell the N sound in the middle. N, N, and A. So far we've spelled the Ca and the N. Now let's spell the D. D, That's a letter D and A. Altogether, those 6 letters spell our country, Canada. We live in a big, wonderful country called Canada. Now let's pop. Can you find the word we? W-E spells we. That's a list 1 word. Next, can you find the popcorn word in? I-N spells in. When you found it, turn it into a big popcorn. We also have the popcorn word a. Can you find the popcorn word a? There it is. There's one more popcorn word left in the blue sentence. It's one of the new ones that we learned today. Can you see it? It's the word big. B-I-G spells big. We live in a big, wonderful country called Canada. Now let's learn a little bit about our big, wonderful country, Canada. Here's a picture of a Canada flag. It has 2 colors, red and white. A good way to recognize our flag is by seeing the big red maple leaf in the middle. Do you recognize this flag? We have a Canada flag on a flagpole outside of our school. Canada's birthday is on July 1st. That day is called Canada Day. Here's a map of our world. The part that's colored in red is Canada. Canada is a very big country. Let's take a closer look at Canada. Here's a map of our country. Our country is divided into 13 sections. They're called provinces and territories. We live in a province called Ontario. This is a special map that uses pictures. These pictures help us learn about what is special in each province and territory. On the west side, where British Columbia is, we can see pictures of the famous Rocky Mountains. Those are giant mountains. All over the country, we can see pictures of different animals. Canada is famous for having moose, bears, and beavers. If you look really closely at Ontario, you could see the CN Tower. That's where we live. We live in the city of Toronto, in the province of Ontario, in the country called Canada. Did you know that a long time ago, more than 100 years ago, this big place wasn't called Canada? It was a home of Indigenous people. Indigenous is a big word. Indigenous people means people that were living here first. In Canada, there are 3 groups of Indigenous people: the First Nations, Métis, and Inuit people. Now Canada is filled with people from all around the world. It's a beautiful country with lots of different languages, cultures, traditions, and celebrations. But we must not forget that this land was lived on by Indigenous people first. That's why we start off each day at school with our land acknowledgement. The land acknowledgement is a very important sign of respect. The land acknowledgement goes like this. We acknowledge we are hosted on the lands of the Mississaugas of the Anishinaabe, the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, and the Wendat. We also recognize the enduring presence of all First Nations, Métis, and Inuit people. It's important to recognize that Indigenous people isn't a thing of the past. First Nations, Métis, and Inuit people are still living alongside us in Canada. Now let's get back to our morning message. Let's read the purple sentence. What does being Canadian mean to you? What does being Canadian mean to you? We're so lucky to be in Canada, where it's peaceful and safe. When I think about what being Canadian means to me, I think about being helpful towards others. So that's what I'm going to write. I'll start with the word it. IT spells it. It's a popcorn word. And I know that I need to start with a capital letter because it's the beginning of a sentence. Finger space, then the word means. If I don't know how to spell the word means, I can stretch it out or look at the question. M-E-A-N-S spells means. Another finger space and the word being. Being. I'll spell be first with a B and a E, then ing, and I remember that ing is I-N-G. So I've written it means being to start my sentence. And my idea was being helpful to others, so let me sound it out. H-E-L-P-F-A-U-L. It means being helpful to, finger space, T-O for two, then another finger space, others. O, th is T-H, and then ers is E-R-S, and a period at the end. What does being Canadian mean to you? It means being helpful to others. Being helpful to others is helping others in need. It can also mean standing up for others who aren't being treated fairly. Now let's pop. Can you find two? T-O spells two. When you found it, turn it into a big popcorn. There's a 2 in our question and a 2 in our answer, so make sure you pop both of them. Now can you find the word it? I-T spells it. And this it has an uppercase I because it's the beginning of a sentence. And then there's the popcorn word you. Y-O-U spells you. Now we're at the very end, so let's read the red sentence. Love your teachers. Let's fix the word your. Your. We're missing the sound at the end. That's the letter R. R is for the word red and the word rainbow. Love your teachers. And let's pop the word love. L-O-V-E spells love. Let's count all the popcorn words that we found today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We found 15 popcorn words today. So let's write the number 15. 15 has 2 digits, a 1 and a 5. That makes 15. Congratulations! We finished today's morning meeting. Our new website is up and running. To check it out, visit sites.google.com/tdsb.on.ca/Lord Roberts Kindergarten. Here you can find this week's lesson, as well as all previous week's lessons. You can also find some fun games and activities to extend and continue your learning. I hope you all had a lot of fun today. As always, great work and have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching. Bye everyone.